What's up, card family? Hope everybody is doing great. It is the weekend, finally. And as you can see, I have three slabs in front of me. I have a PSA, an SGC, and a Beckett. And I'll be taking my first look at a CSG grading slab. So what I'm going to be doing is sort of reviewing the slab and comparing it to the other slabs. I'm not comparing the service. This card I did not submit for grading. I bought it on eBay. And all I'm going to be doing is I'm not going to be comparing the prices and the wait times and all that. I'm just going to be comparing the actual physical slabs and what I think of the labels and the size of the slabs, this and that. So I do have this card. I opened it, but I didn't pull the card out and look at it. So that's what I'll be doing right now. Okay, so this is the front, and here is the card. So it is a 2020 Topps Living Set, Tony Oliva, and it is in their Mint 9. And it's got subgrades. And yeah, so I saw this and it was fairly cheap, and I thought it looked kind of cool, and I wanted to own a CSG slab. So let's take it out of this bag. We'll take a look at the back here. So now they have like a pretty fancy hologram there. What is that inside there? Not sure, but very fancy hologram. It's got the, and I don't care if anybody steals any of my numbers. I don't really care. I'm not doing any of the what do you calls. But yeah, so that's what the back of the slab looks like. Actually looks pretty sleek. But let's compare the sizes. So here's the PSA. I would like to have, I would almost like to have two of these so I could see how they're stackable. Because that's one good thing about PSA is they stack really nicely. But as you can see, here's the difference now. The card sits higher in the PSA. They're about the same height though. They're pretty darn close to the same size. I would say that the PSA, I should have almost took it out of the bag. It's in a perfect fit sleeve, so I didn't want to take it out. But I'd say they're pretty darn close. Now the corners are a little bit more rounded, as you can see. Both of them have rounded corners, but it looks like the CSG one is a little bit more rounded. You can see the label is a lot larger. The grade is definitely easier to read. And there's a little bit more space in between the label and the card on the PSA. There's a little bit more space between the bottom of the slab and the card on the PSA also. So yeah, so that's the comparison there. Here's the backs. So the label is taller up and down, but it's actually smaller north to south, or sorry, east to west. So you can see there it's longer, but it's also shorter, narrower. Okay, so compared to the SGC slab, now the SGC slab is more square than the PSA. It's also a bigger slab, and as you can see, it's bigger than the CSG one by quite a bit. But yeah, you know, obviously the tuxedo, as they call it, the black gasket, does look very nice with most cards. I do like the label of the SGC, the new style label. The old style labels definitely left something to be desired, but do like the new style. I like the big number of the grade, and CSG also has a big number, so you can see the comparison there. So yeah, so quite a bit smaller than the SGC. Okay, so now compared to the Beckett, and the Beckett one I believe is shorter. So yeah, so the Beckett one's going to be wider and shorter. So as you can see here, The Beckett one is the most square of all of them. Now SGC square, but this one's even sharper as far as the squareness of it. You can see the center or the subgrades there. Now the subgrades on the CSG are definitely easier to read. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I guess you make your opinion on that. So yeah, so the label is quite a bit bigger. That's one thing I didn't really see. Yeah, you could say the label is definitely bigger in both directions than the SGC, and same with the Beckett. The Beckett label is all the way up at the top of the slab. And yeah, so I don't know. I think I really like this. Now, on a photograph, it's hard to tell, but when you're holding it in your hand, I think it looks pretty dang slick. I like it. I know they do them without the subgrades, and it's cheaper. I think it's about double the price when you put the subgrades on there. But this card itself, it does look very nice, except the centering is, you can tell the centering is off on it. So that's why I got the 8.5. But as far as I can tell, that's a pretty fair grade. The 9 is a pretty fair grade. And I think it looks really nice. I actually think it looks great. One more thing. Here, hold on, I'm going to pause it. All right, so I use Perfect Fit sleeves on a lot of my stuff. My PSA and my SGCs. Now, I don't have very many Beckett holders, only a handful, so I haven't bought. I just used the generic graded card sleeves, which I had that one in, but I took it out for the purpose of this. But I'm going to see if a PSA Perfect Fit sleeve fits a CSG slab and how well it fits a CSG slab. Because this might be, if it fits good and looks good, then this might be another positive here. And yeah, it fits great. As you can see, it fits really good. Yeah, so it's very close to the same size as a PSA holder. And that's a bonus. You know, if you have a lot of these oops, bumped the camera. If you have a lot of these PSA stuff, so definitely, I like it. I think it's great, and I don't know. I would definitely get more, and I'm even consider sending some cards in because I think this card looks really nice. I like the size of the slab. I just like how the card presents. The label is nice, and so let me know what you guys think. Let me know which is your favorite of the four, and what do you think of the new CSG slab? All right, everybody. I hope everybody has a great weekend, and we'll talk to you later.